This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No. Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Welcome to DBL. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Yeah.
Stephanie Jones down there. Erica Cobb feeling good.
Yeah, always.
You skipped me.
And I'll save you for last. Al Jackson looking
They're
good.
much better looking and talented than I am, so I will just wait right here.
No.
No, y'all are my girls. It's good to see y'all.
What's this
Good
from?
to see you, too.
Looking good, Lewis.
Man.
Trading Places. Feeling good.
I haven't seen Trading Places in forever.
It's a
that's
good movie.
That's a
It's a
fail
good
by
movie.
me. My bad.
All right. Started the show with off a little movie trivia. Someone got it out there. All right. Last night, Elizabeth Hurley and her son, Damian, attended a special screening of their movie, Strictly Confidential. The film made headlines when the trailer dropped in February, if you remember, because Elizabeth has a sex scene that was directed by her 22-year-old son, which he also wrote. Uh-oh, I just peeked up there for a second. I got distracted. Ahead of the movie's release, the two sat down with E.T. to discuss the scene everyone is talking about.
Everyone's making quite a fuss about the steamy scenes you directed me in. What do you make of the noise? And be honest, did you have any reservations going into those scenes?
I mean, we just didn't have time to. All that's going on in your mind is, oh my God, how are we going to make the day? We're losing the light.
It was the last thing on our mind.
It was the last thing on our mind.
This was the best part that could have come for somebody of my age. I had great things to do, and I wasn't just sort of doing mummy stuff.
You know, baking apple pies and aprons and then...
I did not.
Sadly.
No.
With
Who's
the accent,
his dad?
I don't know. Who is his dad? Steve Bing.
Dang, that's a beautiful man.
I was
Well,
like,
she's
their
a beautiful-
eyes
I
were
mean-
like, everybody was just staring at them like,
Elizabeth
What is this show
Hurley,
about?
I believe I looked it up. I
Don't
think
they
she's
look
58 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
stop it.
I mean, that is a beautiful family right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, listen, beautiful family. We all compliments. What do we think about...
Yeah, we were all very unprofessional.
Yeah.
I was like, can somebody's eyes look like that? They were
Listen, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
There's good-looking people.
movie stars.
What do we think about the daughter-son dynamic with the sex scene? And he wrote
Mother-son.
Mother-son.
Yeah.
Even weirder, like throwing all
You know
the
what?
scenarios.
I love seeing their relationship and how they seem like very good friends. Obviously, there's the whole family dynamic, but it's beautiful what he said, and I really appreciate it. He said, "What would you rather, me put you in an apron baking an apple pie in your 50s?" And I think that's awesome that he's given his mum this fantastic opportunity, and they definitely have got a very jovial, understanding relationship. It is very evident when you see that. It's not the stereotypical mum and son.
Right.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think
wouldn't be uncomfortable?
there's something in the middle between aprons and this.
Yeah.
there's something in the middle.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't, whatever people like, you like it, I love it. Personally, I wouldn't want to be in that situation with anybody in my family. I just wouldn't. It's a separation of church and state for me, and I don't need to see it. I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm with you, and I get that you're an actor, and that's your job, and you're a director or writer, that's your job. But it is a little awkward.
It's awkward, and two of my three children are of legal age, or almost there, and they've both expressed interest in coming to see me do stand-up. And I've been thinking about it. It's going to be weird. They've seen it on the internet, but like, it's going to be weird to do a show, and it's like, oh, the people I've been talking about are here now.
You wouldn't even tell us, like, especially early on when you were doing shows and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
and it was like a separation there.
I'm very weird about people coming to shows. I don't know why. That's very weird, and the fact that they don't have that and they share blood it makes it that much more unique. Because I know you guys would support and have supported, but yeah, it's a very strange thing.
I will say this: when I was in my early 20s, my brother was the captain of the football team at Northwestern, and I did a lot of like bikini modeling, and so there were some there were some magazines and like calendars that his teammates would bring like out, and he was always like, you never even talked to me about the fact that like I was getting harassed in the locker room and stuff, and he's like they would come in and I'm like, man, that's my sister, I don't want to see that.
Oh no!
Yeah.
See, there is a separation.
He's just ripping out March in every calendar.
Yeah,
like,
it was
no,
April.
skip
It was April. Yeah.
Al almost nailed it. All right, speaking of good looking, Ernie Hudson is still breaking the internet. After his toned body was on display at the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire premiere, He's 79. Are you insane?
Stop it.
Actor joked with People that his wife now goes with him everywhere after all the headlines about his appearance, of course. So speaking of his wife, Ernie also talked to People about the secret of his successful marriage of nearly 40 years. He said years ago, they bickered about which way the toilet paper sits on the holder. I still bicker about this. Ernie ultimately let it go and said whatever makes his wife happy, he'll do. Happy wife, happy life.
Do you go by that,
I
Jeff?
gotta let it go. You gotta go over. You gotta go over. My wife doesn't have concern. She just puts it in.
Right.
But I'm an over-the-top guy.
Okay.
Would you,
Do you guys
fight
have
with her,
concern?
would you fight with her about it, or would you just, next time you're in the toilet and you see it, you just change it?
I just change it, but it's in my head. You
I
know?
get it.
Like,
Yeah.
why'd you do that?
This is like, this is actually a conversation I was having with a friend of mine recently because, you know, after people get famous, there's that thing like you get the money, you get the models, and you get married. But it's really the people that were with you before you got
yeah.
big. Your day ones, as they say, that you notice tend to last because the people that meet you when you're famous, whenever things get rocky, they're like, I barely know you anyway.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is a tendency to maybe jump ship a little quicker. So, shout out to him.
Yeah, I think there's a comfort in knowing that. I have a lot of friends who are single, and it's very difficult for them to date, especially when they have a platform, because you never know like what people's intentions are. But I do appreciate. I think that's also a comfort that I have with my husband is that I was like really. Like, I was really not doing much when we met. So yeah, but I can understand the also being with him all the time because ever since y'all start blowing up my father's spot, my mother feels some type of way too.
Well,
I
technically,
apologize, Erica.
You put him on TV, Erica.
It's Jeff's fault.
It is. I mean, listen, he's a handsome man if you never see Roosevelt. He's got a little Ernie in him, huh? Coming up on DVL, we're talking with magician and comedian Justin Willman. He's talking about the epic pranks he pulls in his new show. And Michael Douglas finds out about the fellow celebrities he's related to. Is it Kurt? welcome back. Hollywood is full of family ties, and some stars are just now learning who they are related to. Like Michael Douglas, he was recently on the show Finding Your Roots, and let's see who he's related to.
Ah, you're kidding. Your DNA cousin is the actor Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, it's amazing. All right, this is cool. This is so cool. That's incredible. Well, I look forward to seeing Scarlett next time.
Yeah.
What if you're on that show? We got more celebs, but like, you know, Hollywood's a small pool. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then there's some crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, there's lots of crossover.
That's my cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Lots of crossover.
All right, I'll leave it there. Well, you guys know what I'm saying. All right, let's take a look at some other celebs. Starting with Jason Sudeikis. You recognize his famous relative from Cheers. Any guesses?
Not Cliff Clavin, my man.
That's a good guess. There's only so many people. Huh? His uncle, let's look at his
Norm?
uncle, George Wendt, who played Norm on the show.
Oh.
There we go. Next,
Okay.
Brooke Shields is related to a 3-time Emmy, Tony, and Golden Globe Award winner.
Is
Any
it me?
guesses?
Meryl Streep?
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
I'm only saying that because I can see a bit of white hair behind.
Glenn Close. There we go. They aren't closely related. They're second cousins.
I never understood that.
The
Second
next-
cousins is pretty close.
What is a second cousin?
Well, like the two boys that come and stay with us, they're my second cousin because they're my cousin's
Cousin?
my cousin's sons.
No, you broke it down. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah.
cousin son.
Your cousin's son. Okay.
That's
All right,
your
I got
second
it.
cousin, yeah. The next relatives we have are a trio. So actress Niecy Nash is related to 2 recent Emmy and Oscar nominated stars.
Are her and Sherry related,
think I
or are they
see
just
Isaiah
really good
Washington
friends?
there.
Coleman? Is that Coleman Domingo?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going with Isaiah Washington, and that's it.
No.
Isaiah
And then-
Washington.
I could see that. It's definitely a black guy behind.
All right,
the
so-
Okay.
it has to be Isaiah Washington.
Well, that's the one I
Danielle
guess.
Brooks and Sterling K. Brown. There you go. Danielle Brooks and Sterling K. Brown are all cousins.
That's cool.
They're all cousins?
They're all cousins. The trio.
How close of cousins?
Cousins.
They go to the family cookout together.
Well, they are from now on. It's the beginning of cookouts. The
They're
genesis.
throwing it. They're throwing it. All right. Next, Masked Singer judge Jenny McCarthy's relative has the same last name. So get that, same last name, but many might not know they're related. So think of famous.
Melissa.
Yeah, it's Melissa.
You nailed it. Actress Melissa McCarthy is her cousin.
That'd be a fun
Yeah.
cousin to have.
Yeah.
You know, she's
Yeah.
coming to every house
Yeah.
party.
And lastly, writer and actress Lena Dunham just learned she is related to a famous comedian.
I'm saying Steve Martin.
Oh, I see who it is in
That's
there.
your guy?
Yes.
Larry David.
You got it! A distant ancestor on her mother's side. Now, I don't know that relation. It's Larry David, LD.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be called
Well-
an ancestor. How old are you?
Well, it is ancestry.
I know.
I don't
it's
need
a
to-
stigma.
Days of yore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's your ancestor, Jeff.
Do you guys have any famous relatives in the family that you know of?
I just feel like there's a lot of connections that people don't know about. I'm not trying to be Al's publicist or anything, but he does have a podcast called My Safe Word Is More. I just brought it up earlier today.
thank you.
But
I thought you were
on the
going somewhere else with
Yeah.
that.
podcast, My Safe Word Is More, and they were talking about ancestry and genealogy and how many people discover that they are cousins with people that they get married to, or
Yes.
they're. You know, there's a lot of.
A lot of people.
There's a lot of
Really?
Yes,
things.
because they go, I'm in love with Jordan, I'm in love with Roe, and they're like, let's get genetically tested because we're responsible adults.
But a lot of people don't get genetically tested.
And then after they have the kid, they're like, let's get this test run, and they're like, where's the
Oh,
other
no.
parent?
Wow.
And sometimes the other parent isn't the parent that's there, meaning that there needs to be a conversation being had about whose kid that
Did
might
you
be.
guys ever do those DNA, those things?
I did one.
I didn't.
Did you
I
guys
didn't
learn
either.
anything? Oh, did you learn anything miraculous that you're like, this is life changing?
Not anything miraculous. I did. I mean, I connected a lot of the. I knew that it was correct because a lot of the people that I was connected to, I was actually related to. When I first did it, it was like 2015, and it was just showing me like basically bulks. Like you're from 54% this place in Africa, this place in like whatever.
Anything interesting?
Well, the technology's better. So based on that sample, they can actually break down. So it was like I had like 18% Irish, which ended up being like 16% Welsh and 2% Irish. It was like a weird, so
crazy stuff. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Justin Willman has a few tricks up his sleeve. As a comedian and magician, he will make you laugh and blow your mind at the same time. Earlier, we chatted with him all about it. Take a look.
My name's Justin Willman, and I have a very particular set of skills. 1, 2, 3. But now I'm using my talents for an even greater purpose. Delivering mind-bending experiences by request.
Please welcome to the show comedian and magician Justin Willman.
Hi, guys.
Your new Netflix series, The Magic Prank Show, pulls some pretty elaborate pranks on people. So did you ever come close to taking it a little bit too far? Did people get mad at you?
Well, yeah, people definitely get mad. I mean, listen, prank is a bit of a dirty word. I have never loved prank shows because oftentimes they can come off a little bit cruel, like what did this person do to deserve it? But the whole POV of the show is that it's only pranks for people who deserve it, so it kind of feels like karmically served. But we were trying to teach this guy a lesson about his texting while driving problem. His girlfriend Sam doesn't want to take the relationship to the next level if he stops this bad habit, which a lot of people have. It's a serious issue. So I posed as an Uber driver, got him in the back seat of my car, and took him on the Uber ride from hell. I mean, we were blowing through fences, driving through construction zones. And I mean, listen, I tried to think, what would I do in that position? Maybe I'd try to strangle the driver. You know, he didn't seem the type to do that. I knew he might try to open the door and barrel roll out, and he did try to do that. Luckily, I broke the doorknob off before we even started. I just thought, you know what, let's just cage him in there, which might be illegal, I'm not sure. But yeah, he was willing to jump ship. That's how far it went.
Wow, he's teaching people lessons.
Yeah.
I will say they are engaged now, so I imagine hopefully we curbed his problem.
That's because of you, buddy. Because of you.
There's a few people on this panel, well, a couple people who deserve to be pranked. We can talk later.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I love how they cut to Al immediately.
Your new series was partly inspired by one of your most viral magic pranks when you made a man believe that he actually disappeared. So will we see any references to this prank in your new show?
We will. You know, the show was kind of born out of my own guilt from that. Because, listen, making a grown man think he's invisible and kind of make a fool of himself, that's one thing. But it inspired a bunch of parents to do that to their kids. And it kind of created an invisible challenge. And seeing these kids scream in terror and go viral, like it hurt my heart. Aww. And this was years ago, but I couldn't let it go. So I actually helped one of those kids who was the most viral get back at his sisters who did this to him. And we got him good.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so you did start your whole career doing magic for birthday parties when you were a young kid living in St. Louis. In your early days of performing, did you ever have any epic fails that make you cringe and you still remember to this day?
Yeah, I mean, I've got some therapy-inducing fails over the years. When I was doing kids' birthday parties, I didn't go by Justin Willman then. I went by Justin Credible. That was my stage name. Yes. You know, just incredible. But I had a fail that was not incredible at all. I used to open my show by making a dove appear, a beautiful white bird. Mm-hmm. And this was an outdoor birthday party in Burbank, California. Beautiful day. The dove saw it was a day and immediately wanted to take flight, flew into a tree in their backyard. I acted like that was part of the show. I was like, behold, the miracle of nature, you know? But I was hoping that by the end of the show, the dove would flutter down, you know, and I could go to my next gig. Dove never did, because as they were singing happy birthday to little Billy on his 5th birthday, a hawk started circling in the sky and swooped in and ate my dove in front of the children.
I would have cried my eyes out. That's horrific.
I was like, ta-da.
Thank you so much. Can
awesome,
we keep
man.
them a little bit longer? We gotta go? When you're in Denver, can you come on our panel, please?
I would love to.
Okay.
I would love to. I'm so excited to be on tour. I'm so excited to be on tour right now. Oh. There's 2 types of people that come to these shows. There's people who love magic and the people that those people bring with them. Yeah. And plus ones. Whoa. And I like to make them all magic lovers by the end.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Justin, thank you so much for joining us today and blowing our minds. DBL Nation, you can watch the Magic Prank Show out on Netflix, and you can get tickets for Justin's tour at justinwillman.com. Thank you again, Justin. We'll be right back.
Thank you, guys.
Congrats,
Come in studio, bro.
you have for us today, Steph?
Because we've got Jeff with us today, we've got to have something kitchen cooking related. We've got the Calphalon space-saving, hard anodized, non-stick 9-piece cookware set. The best thing, as you can see here, is that these all securely stack, which saves 30% more space than other sets. So normally this is $300. We've got this for $149.99, which is saving you guys 50%.
You got everything you need and then some right there.
Now, check out this. This is so cool. It's the Aduro Surge Glow multi-charging station. You can charge up to 11 devices at once. There's also a night light on the charging station with 3 brightness levels to choose from. So normally this is $70. We've got it for $19.99, which is saving 71%.
I love this stuff, especially with the kids. They have all the tablets now to plug in and your phone, so this is perfect for that.
This is so cool. We've got the Malibu Sky Vera double compartment sling bag with pattern webbing. It's made out of vegan leather. It has 2 compartments for organization, and it's got a really fun patterned adjustable strap. Normally, this is $98, but we have it for $24.99, which is saving 75%.
It looks very fashionable too, right?
Oh,
Business or pleasure.
So handy. And then check out this. This is super handy. It's the Hugo Log 2K indoor Wi-Fi security camera with a pan, tilt, and zoom. The camera can track motion. It can send alerts to your phone in real time. Plus, there's a 2-way communication with Alexa. So normally, this is $46. We have got this for $24. That's saving 48%, and for $24, this is a bargain.
Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can even scan the QR code on your screen to take you directly to these products on Morning Save's website. Great job, Steph. So we were talking about celebrities being related earlier, and we did a rapid DNA test, and it turns out me and Al are cousins.
Yep, see? We're going to be like that movie, The Brothers. Remember that? And I was like, I'm trying to go with you guys on this, but I'm not seeing it.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.